Hey guys, Yessie with Lost Cuban here. We're gonna be doing a vegan, vegetarian take on the classic Ropa Vieja. It's gonna be our Veggie Vieja. We're gonna be using our spaghetti squash to get those nice little strands of ripped sort of beef feel to it, make it look like the shredded clothes. First, we're gonna get our roasted flavors out. We got our couple bell peppers and tomatoes and garlic and oregano, whole oregano leaf. Oven's at 500. We're gonna get that going. Oh, that's not a knife. This is a knife. Let's get these guys opened up. Alright. Shh. Alright. Try not to wake everybody up. Well, the dogs didn't like the barking too much, so decided just to open them up in the piece of off-camera magic. With spaghetti squash, you're going to want to take all these out, all the seeds and everything. Then we're going to season them up with some olive oil, oregano, salt, pepper, a little bit of smoked paprika, and yeah, it's going to be, then they're going to go into the oven at 350 for about 45 minutes, and they'll start to really cook and get that that stringiness. And the seeds and the insides are taken out to best that I wanted to. You can always cook the seeds if you'd like. I'm not for this application. I don't really want them that much. All right. So let's divvy these guys up in here. And all right. So the olive oil's already in there. We are going to get some salt, pepper, this is actually a really nice and refreshing dish. Usually make it quite often now. So just a nice little summery take on normal Ropa Vieja. The spaghetti squash really makes it a nice little twist. People don't normally realize that we could be using it as that sort of middle ground. It's not really a substitute. We're gonna add the chia seeds, yeah, for the protein and some other stuff, because the spaghetti squash doesn't have the protein that we need. But you can always cook this over rice, eat it with pasta. You could make this your base and cook meat on top of it if you really like. Now we're just gonna massage this all in. Just try to give it as much flavor as we can before putting it into the stew later. So the only part of this squash that we're not gonna really eat is gonna be the outer shell, and then we don't want it to burn either, so get it nice and lubed up. We're gonna put a little bit of labor into this, so we don't want it to just get messed up and burnt. All right. Let's take out our, let's drop the temp, 350. All right. Oh, nice. Yeah. Those look good. We're gonna pound those in our mortar. Alright. And let's let those go. We have our veggie stock here. I made that the day before, just for this video. We'll be uploading the veggie stock in the next couple days. Alright, so then, wrong burner. We're gonna want the mortar and pestle. Clean up our area a little bit. You know, constant back and forth. Okay. All right, and let's just tear this all down. We're gonna do this before we start sauteing and building our flavor profile in the pot. We're gonna want this to be done. And I don't mind keeping the skins in. You could have peeled them off. I like the little bit of charred. We weren't going for a deep char, so. I like the different textures things add. That's why we have teeth and all that kind of fun stuff in our mouths. All right, so that's good. Don't need you, big boy, anymore. So for the first part of the building the broth for the Veggie Vieja, we're going to use a half an onion, medium to large. We're gonna want it to be a petite dice. Because we want the dices to sort of just like melt away in there, lose themselves after we braise it. Braise the spaghetti squashes kind of sounds a little strange, but and then the for the full onion, we're gonna be just half mooning that so that we get the ones that look pretty. And all right, wrong one. Just get some veggie oil. On a high heat, we're gonna heat it up real quick. Let's cut our garlic while it heats up. And we'll use these three. just for the we're gonna save one for sort of the end so that keep up presentation sakes, you know. Why make food if you're not gonna show it to the whole world, right? We do it for the gram. Live for the gram. Snapchat and all that fun stuff, right? Alright, got these guys. Keep a couple of the pretty pieces off to the side for our end. Probably about 5. All right, so this is here. Let's drop this in. Start. Okay, where's our little spatula? We're not trying to get any color or caramelize this. We're just trying to release the flavor, take out some of the water. And if I said any of those things a little bit incorrectly, I know Mr. Ragusa will police them away. All right. Some salt. All right, and yeah, so when we first opened up the restaurant in 2012, we found out that there was a lot of vegetarians and people that wanted more, I guess, not that Ropa Vieja is unhealthy, but something a little lighter. And so we created this dish, and it took off. When we did our other locations, it was definitely a big seller, especially I mean, we're a pretty small market here in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, but when we had the Pasadena and other locations, it was felt big time having a such a good vegetarian option, a little ahead of its time at that time, 2014, 2015. Gonna deglaze a little. All right. I like the fine roasted tomato flavor from like the actual cans, so I normally add one of those, as well as our little basada. All right, those look good. Yeah, this smelling great. All right, and we're good. Get this nice and heated. kind of take out some of that water, intensify those flavors. This is recycling actually. And then we're gonna add the veggie stock, and then get ready to finish up with the spaghetti squash. Oh yeah, it's looking good. It's making some cracking, popping noises. So but we're definitely gonna want to wait just a little bit till we add the we want that alcohol or the wine flavor to intensify. We want the tomato flavor to intensify. Then we're gonna add you, and that'll probably be in about, I would say 10 minutes, and we'll see you back. All right, so now you can see this is definitely intensified now. We have no excess water content, just pooling around. It's back to a deep red, no more purple. Let's first add some of this to clean off. Some of the sides, get some of those rich flavors, caramelized tomatoes off of here. I don't know if tomatoes really caramelized, but that's what it looks like to me. All right, well that's good. Got our broth, and then all right, cool. Just mix it around. Just get all the stuff you want off of the sides. Ooh. Oops. Try not to spill it all over your clean stove. And let all those flavors get to know each other. The following thing is just gonna be cutting up the bell peppers, just like the regular Ropa Vieja, making the nice, pretty, what's it called? Half moons with the onion, just to throw in at the end, and then rip apart our. Oh yeah, they look good. All right, well, see you guys in about 30 minutes, I would say. All right. All right, and we're back. Got the peppers cut up, well, sort of cut up. Going to take our spaghetti squash out. They're looking nice and ready. Let them cool down a little bit while we cut into all those peppers and onions. All right. So let's do our onions first. As always, have a very sharp knife. That's the I think everybody always says it, but it really is the key to a good, strong kitchen foundation. Having a fundamentally, doesn't have to be an expensive knife, it just needs to be sharpened. You can get your knife from wherever, really. All right, and this one is just a run-of-the-mill KitchenAid. All right, and then we're just gonna do full moons with the sweet peppers. You could use bell peppers, and you could use poblanos if you like poblanos. That kind of poblano hatch sort of taste. If you want to make it a spicy Veggie Vieja, you could use jalapenos. That'll really get the Scoville unit up. A blend of habaneros and jalapenos. It'll also make every Cuban grandmother scream that Cuban food isn't supposed to be spicy. And I guess it really isn't, but I mean, as long as you use the methodology, it's really up to your own taste and whatever you do. And that's what makes cooking fun, and what makes it so compatible, and it's such a language and labor of love is all the different kinds of messages you can say with a dish of food. And yeah, that's why I love it so much, and why I've loved having restaurants and pop-ups and any sort of dealings with cooking. You get to impact so many lives. Cuban food for me particularly, just because I'm half Cuban, and it's what I grew up eating. So it just always was the food that I was destined to make when I moved here to Iowa, and really didn't find any of my own cooking or my own food like I would in Miami or Tampa or whatnot. So and then sharing it with these cities that really never had any Cuban cuisine, and really opening their minds, that's what made it all worth it. It's what makes it all worth it, and now I can do it even on a bigger scale. It's real nice when you can impact a lot of people, especially the younger generations that get kind of frustrated with cooking and whatnot. It's not the sometimes when you grow up and you're not used to it, you don't really know what you're missing. But once you have a dish that has so much love and care in it, then you want to always have something like that around you, and that's what I strive for in my cooking. Like the people that I have around me to enjoy it and really savor the work that's put into it. All right, those guys. Little things of those, and we will let that just simmer for a little bit and build up those flavors. We don't want them to get too soft, so the heat is on low as it can go. This is touchable now. Just like with Ropa Vieja now, you're going to want a fork. I'll go with a 4-prong fork. And you see how it comes off just like, well, this is a lot easier than the steak, but just sort of toss it in here. And yeah, it's got that nice savory kind of pumpkin-y taste. If you wanted to take it a step further, you could use this extract that we're extracting right now and line it on the tin pan or whatever kind of pan you have, and kind of brown it a little bit. Or ooh, well, that was not planned for. That was hotter than expected too. So let's get you out of here. Huh. All right. Well, that's good. Yeah, so this is it's a fun dish. When I've made it with friends with kids, the kids really enjoy doing it because they like seeing how the spaghetti squash comes apart. A lot of kids haven't been around spaghetti squash to taste it. It doesn't taste too much like acorn or butternut squash. And yeah. So we'll finish this up and probably in about 10-15 minutes let that get to know each other. Maybe go a little bit further than second base, and we'll be back in about 15 minutes. And we're back. We're gonna reduce a little bit. As you can see, I messed up on my Caldero selection. I had to go with a size above. It all started spilling out when I was trying to reduce it, and well, you just got to learn from your mistakes. It's just another life lesson. This is looking good, and that's why they call it spaghetti squash, because you can pick it up like spaghetti. Let's see how it tastes. Yeah, that's a good one. You can eat it how it is, straight out the squash bowl. Put it over rice if you're looking for some nice little carb action. Put it with some pasta as well, get some more slurpiness. And you could make it into an empanada, or yeah, that's how I mean, I would just eat it like this. This is golden right here. This is good. And thank you for everything. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll be making some more vegetarian, vegan options on our classics, and keep on rolling out with some more videos. Thank you. Gracias por todo. We'll see you next time.